What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another video. Today we're going to be unboxing this sweet Hot Toys set, Leia and Wicket. Let's get started. That's right, guys. Ryan back with another video. Today I have a figure set sent over by Sideshow Collectibles for review, so very thankful to those guys for sending this over. I have the Hot Toys Leia and Wicket, and I'm super excited about this one, guys. And I'm telling you right now, this one's predicting. I don't know. We'll see by the end of the video. But this might be my favorite Hot Toys Leia figure. I've had the other ones. This one might be my favorite. We'll see. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Let's take a look at the box. We have Leia, we've got Wicket, we've got this awesome little band they started putting around Star Wars boxes, which I kind of dig, actually. And we actually have figures, we have photos of the actual figure, which is pretty awesome. I don't like spending a lot of time on boxes, but there it is. You guys want to see, we got a couple photos there on the side. You can hear the little pieces flat rattling around the bottom. There's all your whodunit. And you can zoom in and read that if you really want to, but I think everybody's here to look at the actual figure, so let's go ahead and open it up. So, boom, we got some artwork. So that's pretty nice, right? Leia and Wicket right there, looking pretty good. They photograph well. So we get that out of here. All right, let's see. We got two trays. We got a tray here for our little little float thing. Come on, you can do it. Oh, look at that. We're definitely going to be using that. And it looks like this little plastic piece wants to be difficult to me. Don't be difficult. Nobody's got time for that. All right, we've got a blaster that has come from there. Oh, I had pieces, and pieces are flying around. Look at this. Got all these pieces. But here we go, guys. This is what you're going to get. So it looks like we got a helmet to put on Leia. We got a bunch of hands. We've got a blaster. We've got a communicator. Oh, yeah, a little bracelet deal. That's kind of cool. Didn't even know that was in there. We've got, let me put that back in there because we're going to lose these super small pieces. There we go. We've got some drumsticks. We got Wicket himself. We got a Stormtrooper helmet, Death Star gunner helmet, and a something to stab people with. So that's awesome. And we got a bunch of hands. I really shouldn't have turned that upside down because now all these pieces are out going crazy. But that's okay. We're going to take this rest of this stuff out of the box. All right, let's get that out of here. We got some display stands, which, you know, sometimes I use display stands, sometimes I don't. But we'll take a look at them and see what's going on inside here. Let's see, where would you guys like to start? Well, probably not here, so we probably won't start here. So we're going to get this out of the way, and let's go ahead and get into the figure. So accessory-wise, looks like we have a helmet. Ooh, that looks nice. Look at this. Check out the paint apps on that. And it's got a nice texture on it. I think that's actually fabric. I thought that maybe that would be a sculpted piece, but you can actually push down on that as fabric. Check out that. That is nice. Well done, man. Well done. Hot Toys nails it once again. Nice little pleather pieces going on here. Will this deteriorate? That is the question. I have no idea. We're going to find out, but there it is. I don't know exactly how you're supposed to put this on the figure, but we'll figure that out here in a minute. So we'll put that right there. We got her blaster, which she's got. So super excited to see that one. Paint apps on this one, guys, is fairly bland, actually, so not a whole lot really going on there, which I guess is okay. I would like to see, you guys let me know, a Luke and Leia Jedi training 2-pack. That would be sick. That would be awesome. So fingers crossed we'll get something like I think we will. I don't know anything, I'm just speculating, but I would like to see that. Let me know down below if you'd like to see that as well. I think that would be super cool to have the twins, you know? I think it'd be kind of cool. All right, so we do have this piece right here, which is gonna be super small. I'm actually gonna use the blaster to get this out. Holy small, Batman. Wow. That is super, super small and destined to be lost if you don't actually put it on the figure and let it stay there. That is super, super tiny. Whew, man. All right, we got some hands. Let's see what we got here. Hope you guys are doing okay. I've got piles of more unboxings coming for you guys, and so stay tuned for that. Looks like we've got two blaster holding hands right here. Two little blaster holding hands. These are super small because Leia was a small figure to begin with. Or actually, those are Yeah, these are black. They've got different kinds of hands. Look at these things. It's like a blaster holding hand right there. I guess you can hold whatever the heck you want in these hands. These smaller hands, these are actually pretty pliable, and you can actually get them to hold whatever the heck you want. All right, so there's that. Then we've got Wicket. I think let's go ahead and get Leia out of here. Guys, this is what it's going to look like if you open yours. You're going to have plastic stuff all over the part. You're going to have a bunch of extra pegs in case you need those. And there we go. All right. Let's see. I'm anxious to see this one. Now, it's definitely going to be, yeah, same portrait as we've seen with the other Leias, but the paint apps, at least from the most recent one I got rid of, that was from this sculpt would have been the Hoth Leia. I get rid of Hoth Leia. Oh, there, I lost a hand. I got rid of the Hoth Leia, and everybody's going to say, I can't believe you got rid of Hoth Leia. Well, to be fair, I didn't have anything to display her with. I had Hoth Leia, and that was it. And it was kind of a bummer. So I was like, you got to go. At least I've already got, I've got Luke, I've got a Scout Speeder, I've got the Sideshow Speeder Bike, so I can have some fun with this. Although the hand's stuck in here, and I'm going to deal with that. But, to have extra figures to display with, one just solid figure, and she was the only one in freaking snow gear. Like, I don't know. I'm okay with selling it. It wasn't that big a deal to me. This is a big deal. I can't get this freaking hand out of here. This might be why some people actually just unbox all this stuff, take all the plastic crap off, and then box it back up to unbox it. Which is okay. I just decided not to do that this time. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. So that came off a lot easier. On the pegs, the jointed elbows. I want to talk about that here in a second after I get all this plastic crap off. But there's a point of contention on there with the elbows being shown. Sometimes they bother me. I got to be honest with you guys. Sometimes they bother me. Recently, I did a 6 Scale News, which, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, you probably want to do that, because at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, I just kind of have an episode where we talk about what's going on in the 6 Scale community. We talk about what's about to sell out. We talk about stuff coming in, go do collection, stuff being released by Hot Toys, that kind of stuff, and just kind of it's just nerd talk. That's all it is. So if you want to join in, do that. But yeah, I talked about recently on 6 Scale News, talked about the Darth Maul figure that was recently announced and put up for pre-order from Hot Toys. You can actually pre-order. I'll put some links down below if you want to pre-order that figure. But with the single jointed elbows, that was kind of the point of contention for me on that one. This is what's going on here, guys. I've got all this little plastic bits and bobs and stuff, and I'm just kind of talking to you guys while I'm messing with this. They put so much plastic under this thing. Holy crap. Hot Toys. I mean, it's cool and all, but do we really need this much plastic? This is an absurd amount. Sometimes they'll put plastic around to protect the neck from like paint, scarring from the outfit. But this is a ridiculous amount of plastic. And it's like running around the figure, and it's just being obnoxious at the current stage. So I'm going to try and get it out of here. Oh, there we go. That is, look, no joke. This is how much plastic. So there was the head sculpt, and this was tucked in the front, this was tucked in the back. That's ridiculous. Anyways, let's pop this head joint back on there. But yeah, I was talking about Darth Maul and the joints, and the single joints really bother me. I really don't like single jointed elbows or single jointed knees on any figure in the year 2020. So yeah, that's my rant for that. All right, here we go. Look at this. So here's our portrait way up close, guys. I think the paint apps on this one they're different than the Hoth Leia, which they should be, like lighting wise, paint apps wise. Expression is exactly the same. Hair's a little different, obviously. Hair's different. But the paint apps look different as well. And I don't have it right here to compare it with because I got rid of it, but this looks pretty freaking good. Look at the tailoring going on here. This is what I like about Hot Toys, guys. The tailoring right here. Look at all this stuff going on up here. The layers upon layers of detail. I kind of dig it. The color palette is great as well. Obviously, it came from the film. But all this material right here lets me believe that this is going to be a superposable figure, except for Star Wars and your stupid boots. Man, why do they do this? Like, Marvel will give us a split cut boot with like Captain America and Thor and whatnot, and we'll get to actually do some. These freaking Star Wars boots, I mean, they drive me insane. Because if you want to pose them, they bend and they look weird, and it's just a thing. So it's just, I guess we'll just have to deal with that. And then Destin, oh yeah, over here we got a little holster for our blaster here. So not a bad looking figure. Let's put her to the side for right this second. And let's get out Wicket. All right. Now I have taken some of the stuff off Wicket because I had him messing around with my Hulkbuster. When I did my Hulkbuster unboxing and review video, if you didn't check that one out, I'll put it up there. Check it out when we're done. But I recently picked up the Hot Toys Hulkbuster, and holy cow, that thing is epic. That's the only word for it. So I had actually Wicket in that one for a couple photos, and anyways, this thing. But here's Wicket. I've actually seen this one in person at a comic shop not too long ago, and I was super impressed. I didn't know what to expect, but when I saw him in person, I knew coming to the collection, it just had to happen. It had to happen. But look, I want to show you this, guys. Look at the color variations going on here. We've got this light paint apps here, light paint apps top, and then a darker. I like it. I like it. Now, some people have said that the actual fur is not weathered enough, it's not dark enough, not dirty enough. These guys are running around on indoor, they're running around in the mud and the dirt and fighting scout troopers and taking over C-3PO and all that kind of stuff, and it's not dirty enough. I can see that. I mean, I can appreciate that. There's his belly. I can appreciate that train of thought, but it's not enough for me to say that's not Wicket or this is not a good looking Ewok or a good looking figure. I think it's just fantastic. Honestly, I quite like it. I had my reservations when I first saw that they were doing this figure, and I saw like the blogger photos, the announcement photos. I had my reservations. I did. But I can tell you, seeing it in person, I quite like it. Oh, I just noticed this. This is cool. This one little thing coming up to the top. That's interesting. Huh. That is... I never noticed that before. That's crazy. It's kind of cool. All right. So I want to put him right there. He can talk to you guys. So we also have some other things to go with Wicket. We've got his drumsticks, if you will, which I think are really done quite well. Those are kind of cool. We get 2 of those. They appear to be exactly the same, so we'll put those over there. We have his spear. This is definitely plastic. It is not made of wood, and that is not a real stone. But it looks pretty good, paint apps wise. It's got some green and some gray on there, so it's almost like he's been stabbing people in the grass. You can see that kind of fleck of green in there, and that's pretty good. We'll see. Tall wise, it's quite tall. That's cool. These I'm super excited about. Oh man, these helmets are sick. I love these things. Super happy they included these guys. There's like some dirt going on with these. I don't know if it's coming across because this is pretty dark. But they got some dirt going on around this particular helmet. This one you'll definitely be able to see. I compared this one. I'd like to know you guys' thoughts on this. The Remnant Trooper, which I have somewhere. I got a second one on the way. But the Remnant Trooper, the helmet is so different than this guy as far as the paint apps, and I really like the paint apps on this one. This might be going a little too far for the Remnant Trooper, but I really like the paint apps on this one, and I wouldn't mind a figure just completely painted this way. Honestly, I really quite like this. But you can see just the weathering and the detail, the paint, everything about this is epic. And then if you look on the inside, you got some sweet detail going on in there. So really like these helmets. This is not a wearable one. You cannot put this on your figure because obviously he's got all the padding and detail and stuff that a figure should have if he was actually wearing it versus just a peg hole. We do have some hands for Wicket. We'll get these out of here and we'll get this plastic out of here. All right, so far, what are you liking about this set? Have you picked up Leia and Wicket? Have you picked up only Leia? Now, the single Leia figure sold out at Sideshow, so this figure by herself is sold out. The 2-pack is still available. Links down below if you want to pick them out. But I'd like to hear from you. If you decide to pick it up, let me know. And let me know why. And if you already bought it, let me know why you bought it and if you're happy with it. But we do have the hands, and the hands for Wicket are just as small as Leia's actually. So they're kind of small. You got a little thumbnail going on right there. That's her fingernails. That's pretty cool. I don't think, and I've had Yoda, for example, it's got like the hair thing going on and those hair pieces fall out all the time. I don't think this is going to be the case with this. I think these are quite, they feel like they're solid. I don't think, I haven't seen any pieces falling out just from kind of messing around with it. Here's a whole hand with a piece. That's kind of cool. I haven't seen any of that. I don't see any pieces floating here, so that's nice. We got Leia's Poncho. Let's go ahead and get this open. I'm probably going to display mine with the Poncho, and I might even break out the speeder bike so you guys can check a look at it. Yeah, here's her Poncho. I think this is probably the look I'm going to go for because this will help me hide those elbow joints. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing. But paint apps on here look pretty good. It's definitely a vibrant green, no doubt about it. This is not a dark green whatsoever, and it looks freaking awesome. The material is very... It feels like, I don't know if you guys have ever been getting dry cleaning and you get back and your shirt's got like extra starch in it. That's what this feels like. This feels like there's extra starch in the poncho. So it's a fabric material, but it's certainly got the heavy starch feel. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just is what it is. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm going to, let's see. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let's take a look at Leia. I'm going to pose these figures, so stay tuned to the end. I'm going to put them in several poses. I'm going to break out the Sideshow speeder bike that I have somewhere in that cabinet over there. I think, yeah, over there. And we'll put the figures on there, have some fun with that. But so far, I'm kind of liking it. But let's take a look at this. So these are these joints I was telling you guys about, these elbow joints, which are, you know, they're pretty ugly, honestly. They're pretty ugly. But what they do is they allow you to do this, which you will not be able to do with the Hot Toys Clone Wars Maul. It won't do that. So Leia has got that up on Maul. However, you do have that unseemly, ugly joint there. And I think that's what the Poncho's for. Like, I think like that's pretty good. Knee joint, yeah, double jointed knees. There's no issues here posing whatsoever. So I'm gonna have some fun with this. And yeah, I don't know. I think this might be my favorite Leia. I gotta be quite honest with you. The Hoth Leia, just for whatever reason, I don't know. I bought it and I was happy with it for a while, and then I was like, no, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I like this one. I tell you what, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put these guys in a few poses. I'll be right back. All right, so let's take a look at these two together, and right off the bat, guys, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this figure? Let me know in the comment section down below. Did you pick up this 2-pack? Did you pick up Leia only? Did you pick up the Wicket single? I mean, just right off the bat, I wanted to get a simple pose. We'll get some more accessories going on here in just a little bit. But check out that portrait. That portrait is, again, I think this is, I'm going to go and throw this out there. This is my favorite Leia that I've had in the collection to date. I like the... I mean, I know the portrait's the same. I like the hair. I like that going on here. I love the colors of the costume. I love the accessories. Obviously, this little guy is pretty freaking awesome as well. So pretty excited about this. I mean, look at that. Hot Toys nailed it. I like the paint apps on this one a little better. And I think maybe it's the colors of the outfit that are drawing me a little more in rather than the Hoth Leia, which is pretty much all white. So, I don't know. I know people are going to say, oh, Hoth Leia's the best and all this. You know, I get it. That's fine. That's what collecting's all about, have different opinions. But right there, it just looks absolutely fantastic. So the tailoring on here looks great. I don't have any issues with that whatsoever. The elbow joint was being able to be hidden by the shirt on both sides, so I don't have any issues with that. And then you can see like the coloring and the stripes and the tailoring. And of course, then we got those ridiculous boots. I hate those boots. On Wicket's side, I mean, it looks awesome. How can you... Wicket reminds me, guys, if you're in the Marvel universe, Wicket's like Groot. Like this character right here, you could put him... I feel like you could put him in Marvel. You could put him in, obviously, in Indoor here. I feel like you could put him in different collections where Groot could really fit anywhere. I think the Wicket is a similar character to that, where he really could fit anywhere in any collection. And I mean, look at this guy. He's awesome. Look at the coloring going on. The eyes popping right off there. We've got him with the spear. And these two, just on this first pose, I'm pretty happy with this. Check out the dirt and grime and paint apps on this Stormtrooper helmet. How awesome is that? And I went ahead and broke out the bases. So you got this nice little shrubbery. If you were the knights who say knee, you would want a shrubbery. So we got a little fern action there. There's one back there. There's one right here, which is actually on a little stump. There's a little stump action right there. And then you've got one over there. So I did break out the displays. It does say Wicket there and Princess Leia there. And then if you back it up, boom! Oh, we've changed up the pose, and look at this set. Look at this. Now, it took a few minutes to kind of pose up this poncho because, you know, you wanted to look somewhat decent. I think I did okay. It's not done. It needs some work, but for the purpose of this video, I think it'll be okay. But look at that. Look at that diorama set going on there. Absolutely beautiful. I've got Wicket in here enjoying his nice treat with the staff going up. I just think, I'm telling you, man, that Wicket is on point, guys. Don't miss out on this figure. I would just go ahead and recommend to get the 2-pack, honestly. This, I mean, if you can set up a diorama piece like this in your display, I mean, just out of one box, there's no other accessories or figures going on here. If you can have something like this out of one box in your set, I would highly recommend it. Absolutely. But check out the paint apps going on this poncho. It's a very vibrant yellow-green. I mean, it's quite good. Now, there's a wire going along all the edges, and so you can get it in some pretty cool poses. I used it to wrap around and hide that elbow, so I think I did a pretty decent job with that. But, I mean, just look at this thing. And I didn't want to hide the portrait. You can put the hat on her, but I didn't want to hide it. I didn't want to hide the portrait. I just wanted to have that going on back there. So I left that alone, and I just like everything about this. This might be a little distracting to take that off, and then you've got them just like this. Guys, let me know down below. What do you think of this set so far? I'm going to do, you know, 1 or 2 more poses, more sets, and we might even break out something a little different. All right, guys, here we go. Now, I want to show you this because I actually haven't really changed the pose up on one figure, and I just added some other accessories. So this is the Sideshow Speeder Scout, or Scout Speeder guy, Scout Trooper. Looking pretty good, right? Spoiler, I have his other knee pad in my truck. So there you go, before somebody jumps up and down and says that. But I've got him right here. I do have the Hot Toys port from the Mandalorian come with the speeder bike. I do have that coming, but there's the Sideshow one. And then I've got this guy up here on, I figure we got to break out the speeder bike, right? So Wicket's up there chilling on the Sideshow speeder bike, which is currently still available if you guys want this. Word of warning, it's super fragile. But look at the detail on this thing. I did a video on this, I think. But look at the detail on this guy. It is crazy cool. Just be mindful, it's fragile. But I'll put a link for it down below if you want to pick it up. It's still in stock right now at Sideshow. But there's Wicket hanging out on the bike, which I thought was cool. And I said earlier, I didn't really change up the pose for Leia. I literally just had her point a blaster at this guy. So there is what we got going on. That's not a bad scene, right? I quite like that. I quite like that a lot. This poncho took me a good minute to kind of get somewhat, you know, good movement out of it. Like I said earlier, it's like it's a shirt with a lot of starch in it from the dry cleaner, so it, you know, it's going to take me a good minute, and I'll maneuver around with it some more later on, but I kind of just wanted to pose this thing up. But look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Hold on, let's go. Hold on, watch. All right. Oh! Boom! There it is. There it is. Boom. There. Boom. There. Dude, come on. Tell me. Tell me that is not a cool set right there. What a cool scene. I quite like it. And look, I got to show you this helmet again. Look at the detail on this freaking helmet. Dude, come on. Poncho's hiding that elbow. The portrait's looking fantastic. This guy's looking like, oh, wait a minute. Have fun with your figures, guys. Don't just like put them in a museum pose and throw them on a shelf. Enjoy them and have them interact. Yeah, super cool. And last but not least, we're going to take a look at this pose right here. I've got Wicket here with his little treat. Look at them. Again, just look at the detail on this thing. It looks awesome. And I went ahead and I got Leia. I actually put on the helmet on Leia, and I think it looks fantastic. The strap that goes underneath, I actually don't have strapped on or attached. It's on there, but it's not pegged into the her right cheek. But I think the likeness is there. I think it looks pretty good. I like the detail on it. I especially like that the top of this is actually a cloth material, soft goods material on the helmet, but I think it looks pretty fantastic. So with the helmet on, I think she looks pretty good. And I've got her poncho kind of windswept back there because, well, they're on the freaking speeder bike and they're on a mission. So boom, there we go, all fast like, right? So there's Wicket and there's Leia with her blaster. And I guess if you don't have the Sideshow speeder bike, you know, maybe this will push you over the edge to get one. If you have to have this set or thinking about getting this set, I'll show you just quickly the details on this guy. It is super, super fragile. So again, you know, just one of those things. But there's the front part, which are movable. And then you got the little foot pegs going on down here at the bottom. Paint apps and whatnot. Got the fabric blanket stuff going on the back. And it looks pretty good. There's the base. It does come with extra pieces to kind of hide some of the base, but I don't have it on there right this second. So yeah, this is the probably one of the last looks I'm going to use for this set. I think I quite like it. You know, one of the things I want to talk about, some of the odd things to go on with this figure set, and let me see if I can find a hand here. One of the issues I've had, just so being total transparency here, the Wicket hands don't really stay on all that well because the pegs on the smaller body are super short. So these hands actually pop out. You know, I won't say they won't stay in, but if you maneuver them around too much, they come out easier than, you know, the Leia or the regular 12-inch figure. That's not, you know, just one of those things you gotta deal with on smaller bodies. I've broken smaller 6-scale bodies before, so I'm gonna try not to do that on this one. But just kind of rotating this around. You can see, I mean, just the detail on this thing is fantastic. The other side of the helmet, if anybody was wondering, get some light on there. You can see the level of detail on the helmet. And I've got her actually holding on to the control arms, which is the way it's supposed to be. And, you know, look at this. I think it looks quite fantastic. So, I mean, I guess the question is this, you know, should you add this figure set to your collection? And I got to say, I know up front, just being completely honest with you guys, having seen Wicket in person, I knew Wicket was cool. I had my reservations about this Leia figure. But again, like I said earlier, I have all the Leia figures I've had, and I think I've had all of them. This is definitely my favorite. And I hate that the single is sold out right now because, you know, it's just a cool set. For people who may not want the Wicket. But if you can get the 2-pack, guys, and it's in your budget, and you like Star Wars stuff, you like indoor and whatnot, don't sleep on this figure set. I think it's a lot of fun. I mean, I've had this for about a week now. I've just kind of been messing around, taking photos, putting it on Instagram, and I've enjoyed just having fun with it. I really like this hand right here with the treat that Wicket's got. I don't know, it's just very, very lifelike. And I know some people are going to complain that the body is too clean. I mean, if you're into fixing that kind of stuff, that's on you. I'm not that guy. But just right out of the box, I think it's a fantastic set. And I think the fact that you can actually hide the elbows with the poncho is good because they are quite unseemly. I mean, they're not, you know, they're not the best looking elbows, but it's better than getting, you know, a seamless body and then having to deal with that, and then you're stuck with, you know, worried about if the silicone is going to split. With this, you don't have to worry about that. The only downside to the Leia figure that I found so far is really these boots, and that's really not a fault of hers. It's just Star Wars and Hot Toys. That's just what they do, where they don't have a split cut boot. Other than that, that's really the only downside I can see to Leia. I really, really quite like it. I like the poncho, I like the green, I like the outfit she's in. If you take the poncho off, I just, you know, I just like it. So I'll put some links down below for Wicket, which I believe is still available on the single. I'll put a link down below for the 2-pack if you want this. I'll even put a link for the speeder bike, which is on the last chance page for Sideshow. And just a word of warning, caution: if you're going to get a speeder bike, be patient. Just be patient because you're going to have issues with it. And it is beautiful and it is large, but you know, just be mindful of that. So that's going to be the review for this particular 2-pack set. Let me know down below what your thoughts of this one are. Do you enjoy this review? If you do, if you like stuff like this, subscribe if you haven't already. 50,000 subs coming right up very much around the corner. awesome giveaways and stuff like that. If you haven't joined the Facebook group Jedha Patrol, please do so, because honestly, it's about the best Facebook group on the whole platform. So, and I'm not even bragging, it just is. So, yeah, there we go. Guys, as always, click what you like, and may the Force be with you. See you next time.